Breaking news: Russia UN inspectors ignored evidence on Syria chemical attacks. It says UN inspectors ignored evidence on chemical weapons use in Syria secretly passed to them by Damascus, said Russia's deputy foreign minister in an exclusive interview to RT. That is why the UN report is biased and needs a reinvestigation, he said. The Syrian authorities have conducted their own sampling and investigation analysis in terms of possible evidence of the rebels being responsible for the tragic episodes both on August 21st, but beyond that, also on August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Sergei Ryabkov, I'm not sure how to say that, excuse me, told RT's Maria Finashina, who caught up with him during his visit to Damascus to discuss these allegations. This is new material for us, but this is not already completely new material for the UN. Ryabkov specified, revealing that there were actually several chemical attacks in Syria in August, and that the UN inspectors, headed by Swedish scientist Dr. A. Salstrom, were informed about this but ignored the information in their report. This material was discreetly handed over to A.K. Salstrom, the head of the UN mission of experts here in Syria, which came to investigate the Guanta incidents. Salstrom was asked to look into it and eventually factor this new evidence into the final report. It never happened, in fact. This is one of the reasons why we criticize the speed that with the report was released and also an incomplete content of this report, he said. Moscow wants the UN inspectors to return to Syria and continue investigating in order to determine who was responsible for the chemical attack. And this is Russian foreign minister. And it goes on to say, we expect the UN Secretariat to both send Salstrom and his people back to Syria to continue investigation of the three remaining incidents and also to write a full and comprehensive report against the background of all information they have received. He warned against the evidence provided by the Syrian and Russian sides by simply nullified and disregarded. So far, Rabakov said one of the few areas where the UN mission kept its word is that it's only announced that chemical weapons were used without specifying who deployed them. Rabakov also called on the UN inspectors to follow the approach of the Russian expert analysis of the chemical attack that took place in Syria on March 19th, which was professional and contained chemical, biological, and medical analysis of the incident. This is the approach which should be also followed and pursued by Selstrom's team. We invite them to do so. We think they should go back to Syria to continue investigation and then have something different from, yes, a biased initial report, he stressed. The Russian deputy foreign minister maintained, excuse me, that during his 2 day visit to Damascus, a great job had been done as Syrian authorities are firmly set to fully fulfill all the obligations. And first of all, to provide information about the complete list of chemical weapons they possess by the end of this week. Rabakov shared that after the meeting with Syria's foreign minister, his impression is that Damascus is absolutely aware of the consequences that could follow in case Syria fails to comply with the agreement to give up its chemical stockpiles. At the same time, he declined to comment on how many chemical weapons exactly will be given up. Well, let the experts speak first. It's a sensitive thing, and I don't believe it's a proper moment to have a discussion on this right now. Let's put it on rails. Let's let that train depart. Let's have it gain speed, have some tracking, and then we'll come back to this rather difficult issue, Rabakov said. Because Russia is really concerned that this sensitive process of removing or destroying chemical weapons could be used by forces fighting against the current Syrian government, we should also be very guarded against any provocations. We are concerned about possible provocations. We have seen it before that that the moment something better, positive is out there, is looming, you will always find skirts or sick who would try immediately to change these dynamics and establish a new reality. So to say through a provocation, he acknowledges. And it's just amazing how little of this understanding is among those who now advocate a very different course, fighting the government with weapons in their hands. It's unforgivable. This is a real crime which they are committing against their own people and their country, Rabakov concluded. And that's the end of this report. There is a video on this page, and I will leave you a link so you can come and watch the report. And this was brought through RT News. Okay, thank you so much. It's currently 4:27 a.m. Eastern Standard, September 19th, 2013. I'm sure there's a lot more breaking news out there, but it's time for me to take a little nap. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you later today. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. God bless you. Stay safe. Keep your eyes open and take care. Love y'all. Bye bye.